So anyway, on to our third topic of the show. Last week, Rockstar Games released a brand new and first, if I'm thinking correctly.
What was that small, really small?
I don't know if you've heard
announcement.
Of it.
It's a really tiny game.
It's a bit niche. It's a bit niche. They released a gameplay official trailer of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Woo!
I
love
have. No, sorry. So I was going to say, did I have notes on that?
I have a revolver. I mean, no.
So, yeah, so that got released. It was a bit of a weird announcement because it was like up on social that, in like 24 hours time, we're going to show our trailer. They didn't really build up to it overly.
They just dropped it.
Yeah, it was, which was great.
Mic drop, wasn't it?
It was like, by the way, 24 hours, you're not going to be doing anything else for about 6 minutes. So, obviously, guys, a bit like the Fallout series, I want to talk to you guys about Red Dead Redemption and what your previous experiences with it, and are you looking forward to the sequel/prequel of Red Dead Redemption 2? Ed, I'm going to look in the right direction here. Over to you.
Thanks. I'm going to be a rain on the parade again. No, I'm not. And I'll explain why. I did play Red Dead Redemption 1. I really, really loved the multiplayer. The only bit I enjoyed. I have this general problem with Rockstar games in general, and this will put a lot of people off my opinions. I think their heads are so up their own arse with the story, and people give them way too much credit. Where they're just kind of like fine, and the gameplay around it's really like padded out and mundane. That's just for me. I find the fun of things like GTA or Red Dead Redemption are in an online atmosphere where you're playing with other players. So all these very kind of color graded and ultra bloomed cinematic trailers are all nice and well, and they look very pretty. But I want to know about the multiplayer. Is the multiplayer a good big open world? Is it a big map? Can I do stuff with my friends that's going to be fun? And is it actually going to encourage me to want to do that? It's really hard to know if I'm going to like this or not. It's not for me. You know, my housemate is a massive Rockstar fan, and we watched the same trailer and had two polar opposite reactions where he was going,
good, though. I think
this looks amazing. And I'm going, does it? It just looks like this could be any game at this point. Like, it's just a lot of cowboys and nice looking shots. It looks pretty. I'm not suggesting it doesn't. I'm sure the story's probably fine for people who care about the Red Dead story. But for me, I've got no reason to want to get this unless there's really decent multiplayer.
I do love in the trailer that they did say the usual thing whenever they show a trailer for open world, it'll be more in depth, more detailed than ever before.
They did that with Fallout 76, though.
Yeah.
Like, you sort of go, oh yeah,
more
that's usual.
So open it's closed.
Luke and James, up to you guys.
Most openest.
What do you think to like the previous Red Dead Redemption and its sequel/prequel?
Well, you're a bigger fan of it than I am, Lukey.
So what do I... Wait, what?
What did you think to the first game? And are you looking forward to the second one?
Yeah, the first game, I loved it. And also my girlfriend, who doesn't really play video games, also loved the hell out of it. I've no idea why. I know I think it's a great game, and she also loved it. So something about the story spoke to her, I think. But I think because obviously the character Bonnie's in it, and she's quite a powerful character that John Marsden. So I think that may be why. I don't know why women like video games. They're crazy. But yeah, the sequel, because it is a sequel. I'm looking forward to it massively.
It's a sequel prequel because it is set before Red Dead Redemption. John Marsden's actually in it. We just obviously I don't think he's playable. Like they've shown him in one of the previous trailers.
It's set like when the Wild West is coming to an end. So
so it's
prequel.
Prequel, yeah, yeah. But James, what do you think? Did you get on?
We'll move past that.
Moving on.
No, I mean, it is set in the same sort of area. It's just as that John Marsden was in it, as that they were sort of revolutionizing it with like steam engines and all that sort of stuff. So,
yeah.
But I'm quite excited by it. I'm not like a huge fan, so like I'm not like it's not that something like I'm like following every bit of news on, but it's something I will buy and I will enjoy because as much as they're just saying, obviously with things like Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that, that they're only fun online. I really enjoy the single player. Like with Grand Theft Auto, I literally completed the entire storyline before even bothering with the online. I know it came out a little bit after the release, but I still hadn't finished the main story, so I finished it before jumping into the multiplayer because I enjoyed it that much.
And you're allergic to sleep.
Yeah, and it's just like the detail that goes into those games. It's a full-on living, breathing world. They're amazing, and I love it.
Yeah, I think, actually, my opinion is actually kind of a bit of a combination of all yours guys. Actually, except Ed. I liked Red Dead Redemption. It was, I think, because I love westerns, and that's kind of an influence from my granddad. I did a live stream of Red Dead Redemption and actually had a bit of a long talk about this on my live stream. And he was when I was younger, I used to go around to his on a Saturday, and he'd put on a lot of John Wayne films and things like that. So when Red Dead Redemption came out, it kind of brought back a lot of emotion of remembering that of him. Sadly, he's no longer with us anymore, but it kind of brought back those feelings again. And I think the game was I enjoyed the game a lot, but I think it connected with me because of that experience. And I remember thinking when I was playing it, if he was still alive and he liked video games, he probably would have loved this game, or at least to have watched me play it. Because he'd have just been fascinated that he could have almost created his own cowboy story. And so when I saw the trailer for this drop, I was I had that sort of emotion again. And I think as much as obviously I'm looking forward to the game, I'm looking forward to that experience.
Yeah,
of feeling that again. And yeah, so I am looking forward to the game. I'm maybe not as hyped as I am about a few other games that are coming out in the next 6 months, but multiplayer-wise, I'm a bit like James on this one. I kind of completed the main story and then sort of dabbled a little bit with the multiplayer. It didn't overly pull me in. Previous Rockstar games such as Grand Theft Auto, again, as much a bit like Fallout 4, I enjoyed the latest Grand Theft Auto, but it didn't hold me for long. The online was great fun because I'd spend 10 minutes of just pissing about. And
the online is the essence of Grand Theft Auto. It's going and dicking about and screwing about and killing your friends and strangers. Going around and killing a computer character, there's no payoff to that. Going off and killing someone else's character who, when you kill them, you ruin their day a bit. That, to me, has way more incentive to it. I'd much rather do that. Yeah. So that to me is way more fun. And then I find their tone very mixed because they try and make you take their story really seriously and will then call their internet cafe something like twat. And so it's I don't understand. You can't have your cake and
I think it blends really well.
Well, they're trying to really get close to the realism without getting sued constantly.
Uber's comment on Twitch
really well.
says, so the conclusion of the discussion is that Ed is a terrible person.
Yeah, pretty much.
It didn't take him long to figure that out, did it?
Ed likes to ruin people's days.
Hey, listen, don't go with the grain, just...
Yeah.
But,
make people hate you.
That's why we like it.
The online of Grand Theft Auto, though, does create those moments of just that was freaking awesome. Funny, just great funny moments. I own a Mini. And I was as soon as obviously they had the new Mini. So I have the new Mini, but basically they had that sort of style of car in the game. So I was I'm buying a Mini. That's what I'm going to have. And I bought it, and then my mate was absolutely terrible at driving in the game. So we were pissing about, having a laugh. And I said, right, I'm just going to go make a cup of tea. I'll be back in a minute. Talk to you a second. I'm going to leave you in my car. Went off, came back, and somehow he'd crumpled it up that much, it was literally half the size. And you could still drive it. It was the most amazing thing I have ever seen. I was just how is this not blown up? He's I don't know what happened. I was gone for less than 5 minutes. What have you been doing? Well, there was a cliff and then there was a police. It's just one of those moments of just you forever hold it within your video game memory of great moments of just what the.
There's something really fun about going up in a helicopter with your mate, jumping out, and then rocket launching it from midair so that they die. Oh, that's some of the evenings I've spent on Grand Theft Auto Online. Just
you was flying it. Wait, what?
You spawn, and then you go, where are you? Baff, and then it's just spawning and hide and seek of murder within a very small vicinity. It's amazing fun. And also, hitting someone so hard with the car that you send them into orbit, that kind of thing. Like that kind of stuff makes it really, really fun.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do with the multiplayer of Red Dead. I hope they do.
Because multiplayer of 1 was good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I liked playing it with a group of mates or going around and doing missions together, because doing missions in things like GTA or Red Dead is kind of solitary and dull to me. I like the idea of doing it with my chums.
I would like, obviously, I don't think they will, but it would be nice to do a co-op aspect of the game and actually sort of play it a lot. Play the main story, but play it with a mate. And I guess we're starting to fall into Fallout 76 sort of area now, but it's like something like that. That would be nice as a multiplayer aspect to it.
I agree.
Halo games used to be very good at that. You used to be able to play the entire campaign.
Yes, you could, yeah.
Players, and that there was a lot of incentive to do that, because when I first got the games, all my friends had played it all the way through several times, and they were bored of it. So they took me through, and we went and found all the secrets and stuff. So I completed it 100% on my first playthrough. And I would like the ability to do that in this, like you suggested, Roger. I think that'd be a really, really good idea. Being able to get like a crew of you.
Yeah, so I mean, like, it's those guys. We're like going to go and like, right, we're going to be a band of bandits, and we're going to just go terrorize everybody, but also experience an actual story. Yeah, that would be really, really cool. I'd play that. But we'll see. Obviously, there's going to be more announcements of Red Dead Redemption 2. This was part 1 that got released. They're apparently going to discuss Deadeye mode again, which doesn't look any different.
Who cares?
That trailer, they were like.
It's like when FIFA go, now we've got a physics engine.
In our next trailer, in FIFA, we're going to talk about the football. Like, exactly. Round. Oh.
Yeah, wow.
I'm glad they
now you like to kick the ball.
But yeah, so that was Fallout. No, we've done that one. That was Red Dead Redemption 2. Let us know down in the comments below. Are you looking forward to 2? And do you think you'll enjoy it as much as the first one? I'm a bit like that.
Right on. Yes.
I'm a bit like that.
I'm leaning more towards I don't give a sod, but I'm hoping it'll prove me wrong, and I'm gonna get it regardless. I'm gonna get it regardless. But
I love the first one. The first one was great.
I'm hoping it'll impress me.
Like, no spoilers at the end, but I nearly cried at the end. I was just like, why? Why, people?
I mean,
tough ending. Tough ending.
Sure.
I literally reloaded that end bit like 10 times, thinking I can get him out of this situation. Like, there must be something
you just
here.
Watch.
Yeah, it's just like I've only got 7 bullets in my revolver. Like, I'll take all 15 of them down. But by the end of it, just throwing the gun.